just like that, the R8, which was once like part of my dream, right? I grew up waking up, just going to the gym, trying to put muscle on, trying to find and brainstorm ways to make money so I could, climb my way up from my Nissan, up to BMW, and then up to a Ferrari one day, and a Lambo, and a McLaren, and all that kind of shit, right? And even up to my R8. And what's crazy is this morning, knowing that they were going to come pick up the R8 today, I purposely went back and watched the video where I received the R8, like almost 5 years ago at this point. And I was so happy. I was excited. I was ecstatic, and just so like pumped. And of course, you're picking up an R8. Like, it's an amazing fucking accomplishment, amazing day. It was like, and it's crazy. But fast forward four and a half years, and the thing's just sitting out in front of Alphaland for months at a time, not being touched, not being. It's crazy, like how much that can change so quickly. And I think I really just want to make it, I want to say that no matter what motivation, I guess, like phase you're in, if that makes sense, it could be that early phase in your teens when when you think you're chasing this thing, but then as you get older, you kind of realize, like, shit, maybe I'm actually chasing, this kind of feeling that I feel really good about, I'm excited about, right? And wow, I haven't actually looked at my bank account in a very long time. I forgot to start checking because I've been so consumed with just doing this thing that I'm enjoying, right? In this, like, it's more fun doing it than obsessing over the data about it, right? And I don't know, I feel like my motivation kind of started, as I kind of explained, and then shifted into this, like, just pure love for what I'm doing, and almost like this hyperactive, like, focus. Like, I need to be the hardest worker in the room. I need to wake up early. I need to be, like, every waking minute needs to count. And I don't care. I'm competing against the guy next to me, the person to my left, the person, it don't matter. Like, I am going to be the guy, right? And all, that was essentially, like, in my head, I was my own competition for my whole 20s, every freaking day. And I'm so grateful that I went through that. And I don't even know if you would call that motivation. But, and now it's like, I feel like my motivation shifting to evolving from this, like, hard worker to this smart leader, and that can rely on his team and trust, and then, like, fix problems as they come out, and, like, not completely go over the top, like, into rabbit holes and detail, just like into crazy, like, just unhealthy levels of, I guess, detail and just chaos, like I did earlier in my 20s when I was super focused on making these big, like, goals for myself on paper and shit and I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, every chapter of motivation, or every phase of motivation that I kind of evolved out of, I'm always grateful as fuck for that phase. So regardless of what phase you're in, whatever is driving you, the important thing is that you're driven, not that you're driven, but more so that you're executing. You have to be disciplined. You have to not remember to just rely on motivation, because I promise you guys, that shit's gonna go real quick. There's gonna be maybe 2 days a week, maybe 3, where you're feeling quote unquote motivated. There's gonna be 2 or 3 where you feel kind of so-so, and maybe 1 or 2 where you just don't feel like it. Okay, I'll tell you that right now. Like, you don't even have to, don't try and fool yourself into thinking that there's gonna be a something like a motivated phase that you can just stay in for your whole life. That shit doesn't work like that. It's an every single day, like, constant battle. It's nice. I'm trying to think of myself as 15, 16, 17-year-old Christian Guzman. High school, very skinny. I just started working out. What motivated me when I was 16? What motivated you when you were 16? For me, I wanted to get a six-pack. I wanted to get my arms bigger, my chest bigger. I wanted to look better so I can get attention from girls that didn't pay attention to me. I wanted to kind of break out of my shyness, and I felt like getting in the gym, I was feeling more and more confident. Dream car growing up was a Nissan 350Z. And from there, like, I like the superhero movies. I was like, oh my God, look at Iron Man. He's got like an R8. Like that's goals. Like that is motivation. That'll get me going. I want to work hard so I can have those things. And I want to be able to have this house and have this car and have this physique and everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that stuff gets you fired up, then great. If that can get you going and working towards the goal and that can motivate you to put in work and to start working towards something, then fine. But what you have to understand is these things over here, these tangible things, this house, this car, these Louis Vuitton shoes, this Mercedes, whatever it is, that is not going to bring you fulfillment. That will not bring you happiness. In the end, it doesn't matter. There's a certain point, money, it does not bring you happiness, guys. Let me tell you, you have to find fulfillment in yourself. You have to find out what do you do for yourself that makes you happy? What do you personally do for yourself that brings you joy and fulfillment? I've been lucky enough to figure that out. There's so many people that look at this motivation, they look at the car, they look at these motivational quotes, these motivational videos, they watch videos on YouTube all the time, they look at people doing what they want to do, and they can respect it. They're, man, you know, one day I'm gonna do that, one day I'm gonna do that. But you know what? If you don't take any action, if you don't start doing, I don't know what else to tell you guys. You can watch as many videos as you want, you can listen to all the speeches, read all the quotes, you can look at all this motivation that you want, but until you start acting and working for your own life, for your own self, that's when you start seeing the success. Once you see that growth and that motivation gets you fired up, that whole process of you falling in love with what you're doing, then you reach fulfillment. That's how you can find your fulfillment. That's when you find it. But too many people can't get out of that motivated phase. Find your motivation, get started, start doing. Once you start doing, everything starts rolling, everything starts coming. And then you're in a position where you can help others. You can share your knowledge.